What happened to every Nebraska quarterback since Eric Crouch led the Huskers to the national championship game and won the Heisman in 2001? Part 5. Starting the 2007 season, there would be a QB battle between two-year backup Joe Ganz and ASU transfer Sam Keller. Sam Keller would end up winning the starting position and start the first 9 games of the season. However, would end up getting injured late in that game and be out for the rest of the season. Joe Ganz would come in as relief in that game versus number 17 ranked Texas, throwing 3 passes with one of them being a touchdown. This would pull the game within 3 points. However, the Huskers wouldn't end up getting the ball back and would leave Austin with a close loss. Joe would go on to start the remaining 3 games of that season, going 1-2 in some very high-scoring contests. The Nebraska defense that year left a little bit to be desired. The next year in 2008 would have Bo Pelini return to Nebraska as the head coach, and it would also see Joe retain the starting position. Expectations for this season weren't super high, though there was some buzz around the program with Bo returning. It would end up being a much improved season, with the Huskers ending 9-4 with a win in the Gator Bowl over Clemson. However, it would have ranked 4 Missouri come into Lincoln and win for the first time since 1978, and the game wasn't even close. The week following that, though, Nebraska would nearly upset ranked 7 Texas Tech, but an interception in overtime by Joe Ganz would end up killing those hopes, and this would actually be the first overtime loss for Nebraska in school history. Joe would toss the rock in 2008, throwing for over 3,500 yards, 25 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions, and he would end up leaving Lincoln holding many records. He would end up going undrafted, though would spend some time on the Washington Redskins practice squad before heading back to Nebraska in 2010 as an intern and then a graduate assistant. From there, he would move on to Youngstown State as a tight ends coach and a QB coach before spending some time at University of Northern Iowa as a passing game coordinator and wide receiver coach. Today, Joe is the tight end coach at Middle Tennessee. So do you remember Joe Ganz' time in Nebraska?